The bosses have way too much. Hello guys, today we're gonna review a new game that's called Hell Clock. This game builds are pretty unique and the backpack type character build is pretty neat. All around I will say it's a decent game with one glaring issue that keeps me from boarding it up or I'm instantly reminded of after the first run and stop playing every time. The bosses have way too much HP and are just not fun to fight. The actually fight mechanics aren't bad, but after needing to cycle thought their attack cycle literally 50 plus time our 20-30 minutes to kill the boss is just not fun and makes me turn it off. I just don't have it me to grind out boss 20 out minute. They could turn the boss HP down by 75% and it would still take a bit to kill the bosses. The game its core is good. It's a fun gameplay loop. The clock mechanics adds tension to you, rounds the skill are fun and responsive. Overall, a great experience. The story bit is clearly not the main part of the game. Also, I appreciate it and made me actually dig into Brazil history to learn more about the event mentioned it. But at the time of writing this, performance are such issues with a high-end PC. No matter the settings, my game just randomly dips from 200 FPS to 20 until it randomly goes back up. From what I read is being worked on, but still the biggest issues of this game for what I experiences. Another thing that can be an issue is that end game is still very new and still in beta. Current end game consists of 3 campaign difficulties and accession mode. That kinda take inspiration from Hades hit system. It's very bare bone, but if you like the core gameplay, it can keep you busy a good amount of hour. I'll finish this by saying, if you're still hesitating to buy this game, either wait for a scale or check it back in September or October, as devs hinted the sum of the issues mentioned about should be at least partially fixed by then. They also hinted at new endgame system for early 2026. Remember that it's still a very small team behind this game, so think made to take more time to come compare it to bigger studios. The game at its core is good. It has a fun gameplay loop. The clock mechanics add tension to you, run the skill are fun and responsive. Overall, a great experience. The story bit is clearly not the main part of the game. Also, I appreciate it and made me actually dig into Brazil history to learn more about the event mentioned. But I finished this by saying, remember, it is very small behind the game, things make more calm compared to biggest studio. There are a few drawbacks. QL isn't the best K role for experience. The story has nice cutscenes, but I still have no idea what even happened with the main protagonist, and the clock and the pacing overall is kinda meh. Due to how the scale level, you just stop doing damage at a certain floor, which tends to feel annoying. There isn't much variety either in terms of level and enemies. Still, it plays well and has a good amount of items, skill and items that change how skill work, so it's great to play while listening to something in the background, even if it's not a hell of a time. Beware if you are purchasing this game, is still being tricked. With this game is not finished, the price tag in place, the complete game, not the game that will be completed. The main problem many people have isn't with balancing. Adele's response is what tested by PoE players whose big brain know how to do the same things you're falling at in less time, so you need to improve your build. It is horribly dismissive, assuming I've never played an ARPG and don't know how to look at stats. Assuming the player is the problem, not the game, it is allowing it for very unfun gameplay. As an example, I fought a boss for 21 minutes and he was tanky, my DPS was slow. They told me I should have quiet after 5 minutes because I am playing the game wrong and didn't assemble to a good build. They implemented the setting in response to the criticisms called Vengeance mode. The purpose of Vengeance mode is to allow players who want to play the game wrong, damage dealt is increased while damage taken is reduced. The positive, a certain extent, it's running on Brazilian patriotism supporting a small developer I have no problem supporting a small developer, but the reviews can be misleading. I think it's very bad to release incomplete games, especially at the price point. A developer admitted they just have a problem with the Steam policy in regard to early access. So, this is mislead to new purchase, thinking they are buying a complete product, and they would promise to complete the game for free if there's a completion. So, thank you for watching, guys, and hope to see you later, my friends. Goodbye.